Hello, it's some dust or something. Today I'm gonna do something a little different, and by a little different, I mean I'm hitting three firsts in the entirety of this channel. So you can see here, I'm playing a Uteranus. This is Yatari. It's a name I made up. I just thought Yatari the Uteranus sounded cool. So Yudi is a modded dino. He thinks that's very funny. Yudi is a modded dino, which is I've never really done a video with modded dinos, and I'm in Gondwa on a semi realism server. So three firsts for the channel, but I'm gonna grow Yatari here. We're gonna go about our life here. There is like a very slow passive growth, but also questing you can do. And so we're just gonna get out there, we're gonna see what happens, and hopefully get this guy big pretty soon so I can start getting into some fights. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. I hope you enjoy, and thanks for joining me. So I did most of the questing through the juvenile stage yesterday when I was on, and thanks to my well-rested buff, did a couple of quests, and spent a little bit of time here, and I am an adolescent already. Man, they grow up so fast. And what's really cool about that is now I get the tendon rupture. This is really cool. So I was messing around with Uteranus on a deathmatch server, and that's what kind of encouraged me to do this. I was having such a blast playing this thing on deathmatch, and it's really good. It's very fast, but it's not too light, so you can run in relatively risk-free, and you can get a bone break off, and then just, you know, jump around them and alternate between like your bite and your claw attack. And if they do get you low, what's cool is you get 2 voice slots, and I've already got them unlocked, the mending call and the respiteful call. So if you need help or health, you just pop the mending call, and if you need stamina, you use the respiteful call. And you can handle a lot of situations like that. You outspeed most things. You're very speedy for your size. And also, I mean, just look at this thing. Like, I think I showed for a second here, but some of these skins are awesome. My favorite so far is this one. That is just like the coolest ever. It's like an emperor penguin almost. But I love a lot of these skins. This is just an awesome model. My love for Yudi goes back to Ark Survival Evolved, honestly. But I'm gonna head over to the Salt Flats because that's my location quest, maybe quest along the way, and I'll bring you guys back if anything noteworthy happens. I've also got to say, Gondwa is like a breathtaking map. This is a really cool map. I've been in several areas that I've loved so far, like Green Hills and the Birch Woods, even the Dried Lake, and of course this place here. Just like breathtaking, really pretty. People ask me why I always play on Pangera, and it's not because I don't like Gondwa, it's just because all of my dinos are on Pangera. The only one I play that is not on Pangera is my Thalassa on Gondwa. But you know, when Thalassadromius first came out, I was super hyped about having a flyer in the game, and I played on Gondwa a lot and I explored a lot of it, but that was a long time ago. And so coming back, you know, using modded dinos as my excuse has been really cool. Lets me kind of see it in a new light. Specifically, I think, because I'm on the ground, you know, looking up and around at things instead of looking down at them from a Thalassa's point of view. But an awesome map. I just wanted to clear up, because I do get asked every now and then why I never play on Gondwa. And it's just convenience, you know. All of my stuff is on Pangera. But yeah, love it here. Sometimes I forget how spooky it can be being a small dino. Like, I'm kind of darting between trees, sticking to the cover. I heard some dinos earlier and I legitimately hid in a bush. It's like, that's a feeling I haven't had in a long time. Now that everything I have is grown, except for the Kaiwekia. I don't know if I'm ever gonna fully grow the Kaiwekia. Like, it's a cool dinosaur and everything, don't get me wrong, it's just, I don't know. I don't know, man. Gondwa's oceans are just so empty. Maybe with modded dinos it'll be a little more busy, because I do know they have a few aquatic dinos that are really cool, actually. I fought some of them the other day. Listen to that ambience, dude. I love the ocean sounds. This is cool. Very cool. Also, I wanted to put some feelers out there. Do any of you know of a server that you could recommend me? And essentially what I want is a server that has the modded dinos, but is essentially official. Like, I like this one. This is cool. But I like the feeling of official. I love how it's like the Wild West. I don't have to worry about breaking any rules and, you know, making anyone upset that way or anything like that. So if any of you know of like a server, like I said, that's essentially official, but with modded dinos, please let me know your suggestions. I would really appreciate that. Oh. Alassa. Thank you. That's very kind of you. That that scared the hell out of me, hearing the flapping. But thank you. That's cool. Deliver a bone. Oh, I have to take it all the way down there. I see. Okay. Okay, finally sub-adult. I say finally, but it actually wasn't that long. A lot faster over here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the Respiteful Call into my second. That way, if I need more stamina, I can use that. If I need more health, I can use that. And for hide, so that's cool. I can pick lightweight to be faster with no negative effects. And even though I was saving my marks for a skin, I think I'm definitely going to go with that. So I'm running like a double speed beauty. Very excited about that. One more growth stage and then definitely going to get into some fights, because at this point I'm getting pretty my trigger finger is happy, you know what I mean? I'm getting pretty restless. Also, I was just looking into it, and the bite attack and the claw attack share the same cooldown, except the bite attack does more damage. It does like 15 more damage, so I might as well just get rid of the claw attack. Let's just clear some things up. So I got my bite attack and I got the tendon rupture. Those are both really good, and I'm not going to worry about moving these. 1 and 2 just seem more intuitive than middle mouse and 1. So we'll keep things just like this. I think that looks pretty good. This is what I mean about this thing being great. So I'm gonna pop the, I think this is the Respiteful Call. And now, instead of having to lay down to fill up my stamina, you can see it's refilling pretty quickly. I think if I stop moving, it's gonna be even faster, and if I sit, it's gonna be even faster. Does it actually tell me? 100%, so twice the stamina recovery. That is super nice. It can be good for long fights. It can be good for if you really need to get out of somewhere but you're worried about your stamina. Like, I was on Deathmatch. Deathmatch has become like my my guilty pleasure, I guess. I was on Deathmatch and I was running from a sty, and I was just trying to outstam it, essentially. So since I'm faster, or I was faster than that sty running a double speed UD, I would run until I had just enough of a lead. I would pop the call, and then I would just kind of sit, or I would stand still for a second, and it would give me twice the stamina regen. And that let me outrun that sty until it was out of stamina, and I could sit down, get mine back, and then scurry off. The UD has a lot of utility. I've heard people say it's not really that good, and I've played a fair enough of it, or a fair enough bit of it on deathmatch servers to have a good feel for how it fits. You know, I think why I like it is it's like a utility knife. You got bone break, you got healing, you got stam regen. There's a lot you can do with this thing while doing a pretty respectable amount of damage and being pretty quick. I think this thing, it shines. It sounds like I'm doing a showcase. It shines in a group Like, being able to heal and restore the stamina of your allies while getting bone breaks on whatever you're fighting is just insane. Unfortunately, I can't show that to its full potential over here, because on this server, carnivores aren't allowed to pack with other carnies of different species. So unless I found a couple of other UDs, I wouldn't really be able to squat up. But I just really love the utility. As you can see, I'm coming up on halfway through sub-adult, so things are going really well. I haven't died yet. I did have a pretty close call at one point with a... I guess they were Nyctoranus is what they are, and a Utah Raptor, which I love UDs too, or Utah Raptors. I was playing one of those yesterday, dude. It is so much fun to bait a hit out of someone with your back dodge and then leap forward and hit them with the pounce. I was having a lot of fun with that. So you may see more modded Dino content in the future, at least until the update comes out on official, at which point, you know, obviously that's always going to be #1 for me. But this is a pretty fun little adventure while I'm waiting for things to pick up on the official side of things. Sorry it's been kind of slow, you know, not a lot of fighting yet in this video. It's been more chill than anything. It's good for me, you know. I haven't died yet, like I said. But for a video, I know some people really like seeing a lot of fights and stuff, but this is actually just chill. This could be a terrible idea. No, we're good. Oh, alright, so this is gonna be really steep. Careful. Not that bad. Hey, dude, I came from all the way up there and barely took any damage. That's sick. Hell yeah. Alright, confession time. I know some of you might not be too happy with me, but I was playing on this map with some friends. Captain Dunch, you might see his name if you're in my live streams at all. Good friend of mine. And we were on this server trying to grow Nyctoranus. And we were juvies, I think, and we were questing out here. And he has the worst beginner's luck. Like, he dies in the most inexplicable ways ever, while I somehow avoid death. And we were out here questing, both as Juvie Nyctas, which, if you're privy to, you know, community servers, you might already know which server I'm on, just by me saying Nycta. But a mate, which is like a giant raptor, came out and started fighting us, and you know, we got a good amount of venom on him, but as Juvies, there's only so much you can do. That's a pretty universal rule to Path of Titans. And, of course he killed Captain, and I got away. And then, when he respawned, he was like halfway across the map, and he fell off a cliff. And then when he respawned, he was on the absolute opposite end of the map. And I think he got pack hunted by Mapes again. It's just, it's crazy, man. He, more power to him though. He's sticking to it. You know, he hasn't rage quit. That's something that players tend to get sick of pretty quick, is being killed. And even on a community server with semi-realism rules, you know, every now and then things are not going to go, you know, particularly fairly, or people may not follow the rules. Like one time, I think he was saying they passed a body to kill him, which you're not really supposed to do, but it's I gotta say, it's really interesting, you know, as somebody that's been playing this game for a long time. It's fun to watch someone who's relatively new to it, sort of come up through the ranks and grow dinos and learn more about it. It's really cool. But now, after having that experience, I can't really come to Dry Lake with... Oh, there's a dino. What is that? Is that Suko? I don't know what that is. But I can't really come to the spot without thinking about Mapes rushing us from the bushes, so... that's fun. On official, I never had to worry about the madness that are Mapes. Buzzer beater. Buzzer beater. Yeah. I love finishing a quest right before the server ends. Gotta love it. How many marks? Ooh, almost enough for the skin I want to. Yeah, buddy. Okay, I believe we have enough marks now to get the skin I want. Now this, I fell in love with this, and mostly it's because I really love this whole gradient from black to like orange through the dark red. My first two guitars and my bass guitar, they all have a pattern called sunburst, which is the same thing. It's black around the edges and it sort of fades in like this. I've always really loved that look, and so I was immediately drawn to this skin, although after messing around with it, I can't decide. This is my favorite variation, by the way. So that one's pretty good too. I can't decide if I prefer the red or the blue, because it does give you like a blue option. You can do something like that. I think that looks pretty cool too, actually. Or even, yeah, that might be a little much, but I do really like the blue variation of it. You know what? Let's go with this for now. Blue is my favorite color. You know, I love the sunburst. It was what drew me to this. I'll keep the red eye. I think the red eye really kind of pops in this skin. And just like that, we got the skin. Now we just need to get up to adult. And of course, I will continue questing and bring you guys back if anything interesting happens. Tell me that doesn't look good. That is a nice skin. Server's kind of light right now, so from what I can tell, this particular server, it's split into 3, I guess, for the high player load. And first one was full, and this one had some runoff. It has like only 20 people on. So it's been a little while since I've seen another dinosaur. But I'm kind of enjoying just like the Nat Geo vibe of just kind of going around and doing my thing. It's a beautiful game, beautiful map, really nice model. I gotta say, I don't know if this is a PT model or someone else did this, but the Uteranus model I think looks just awesome. Some people say it's ugly. Some people say the Arc model is ugly too, but I kind of like that one. I've been pleasantly surprised by a lot of the models. There are a few stinkers, I'm not gonna lie. The Utah Raptor, as much as I love playing it, it looks like something Disney Pixar would make. It just looks a little too like smooth and cute. Like, you know, it looks fine, I guess. It kind of toes the line, but I've seen some that are just like crazy looking, man. But the Udi, I think the PT team in particular, they're really good about making the models look good, and this is one that I definitely enjoy in particular. Very. Now, I have a quest to hunt a herbivore, but I think a Theri is just a little bit above my pay grade. I don't think a reasonable, like if I'm playing the position of a real life dinosaur in this situation, I don't think a Uteranus of my size would look at a Therizinosaurus that big and go, yeah, I can take that. The official player in me is like screaming to do it though. I'm so itching for a fight. Theris are essentially Apex. I mean, they have the weight, they have the attack. They're essentially Apexes, and I don't really like my odds of dealing with that. It is cool to finally see another player though. I will be hitting adult momentarily, which is really cool. So this will be my first adult on a modded Dino. My first adult on the channel on Gondwa, my second overall, and my first adult on a non-official server. It's pretty cool. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah, there we go. I got the skin I want. I got the abilities I want. I'm adult. And now I want to see what this thing can do. It doesn't help that I'm starting to get hungry. So the first thing I see that I think I can take in a fight is probably going to get the smoke, as they say. And I just want to show you this real quick. So this is a pretty big dino. This is bigger than like a Metri. It's bigger than an Alio. Watch how fast I can move. This is a double speed. You can get cooking, man. As I like to say, you can get cooking. And you got the bone break, you got the stamina refill. You have a lot of tools to make you a very mobile dinosaur. You just can't jump, unfortunately, but I guess that makes sense. So I'm really excited to get out there and see what I can do. I'm not super practiced up with this thing. You know, obviously my only time playing it has been on deathmatch servers. So I've got a little bit of practice, but not enough that I'm super confident and I'm gonna punch up at all. But we'll see what the day brings us. Something up there. It sounds pretty small, and it sounds like it might be a Herbie. I hope it is, because I just got my food quest, and I've already got the Herbie quest. I could use a twofer. Hey, good stuff. Gotta say, it's kind of hard to hit small things like this. Sound plays such a huge part in this game, man. Like, I refuse to play it without headphones. A lot of time, let me show you this. So a lot of times when I'm playing, I'll be real quiet and you'll see me doing this. I'll look over here for a second, I'll kind of scan, I'll look over there, and what I'm actually doing is I'm leading with my ear. So like I'm doing this, I'm leading with my left ear, and I kind of triangulate, so I move until I start to hear it come through the right, and then I know it's in that direction. You could kind of see me do it with that one, but they were being kind of loud anyway, so worked out. But a lot of times that's how I'll find something before I even see it. And getting the drop on something before they know you're there is a huge benefit for sure. There we go. Maybe now I'll finally finish my hunger quest. and just so you all know, I only am hunting these little guys because I'm freaking hungry. I already went through all the burrows. So it is what it is. But I think the rule is, if I don't finish this, eating this theory, which I don't know if I will. It was like an adolescent, I think. If I don't finish him off, I can't hunt anybody else until the body is gone, I think. I'm pretty sure that's the rule. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the body down rule. It's funny how things work sometimes. That theory I killed went into global and actually thanked me because they were dying of starvation. And then they switched to their Yudi, and we're gonna meet up. Yeah. So maybe you will get to see what I was talking about. The Yudi, in a pack, the Yudi is pretty freaking good. Just, oh my god, man, just being fast makes pack things a problem, you know. For example, think of packies. Packies are very quick, and when there's more than one of them, it can be very chaotic. It's hard to hit them, they land a ton of hits on you, they're all over the place. So the theory's fast, or not the theory, the Yudi is fast. I don't think as fast as a packy maybe, but fast. Or maybe it is, I don't know. But it's got that going for it, plus it's got the bone break, which opens up windows for your pack mates to attack. And it can heal, and it can restore stamina of your pack mates, so... This thing's just a beast in a group. Like, it's alright solo, but you get a few of them and you can be trouble. So I'm excited for Runa here to get over to me, and hopefully we can hunt something together. So the theory body is gone now. I know this is another herbivore. I forget what this thing's called. It's like a campto, but it can stand up on its back legs. I don't really know how tough they are. It's a crazy looking dinosaur though. It's like a campto if you stretched them out long ways. Very strange. Well, that works. Yeah. Alright. Well, the server just reset. And of course I respawned in a hotspot, so plenty going on, but I think I'm gonna wrap up this video here. Got a little bit of everything, got some growth, some exploration, some hunting, some fighting, pack, solo. You know, I've gotten a pretty good feel for this thing, and this video was a lot of fun to make, so if you stuck around this long, thank you very much. I appreciate it, and I do hope you enjoyed. Again, not something I usually do, so I'm not really sure. I think I'm gonna make more videos like this, or at least more videos with modded dinos. But be sure to let me know what you think, if this is something that you'd like to see more of or not, either way. But yeah, thanks for watching, and have a great day.